Good morning, you guys. We just picked up our Dunkin', had an amazing breakfast at this sweet little like breakfast and lunch shop right downtown. So good, so good. I can't think of a name of it, but you guys saw it a second ago. It was very good. It was just the classics, but it was well done and made very fresh. Good quality, good flavor, 10 out of 10 recommend. There was a little bit of a line, but the line went really fast. Got our fresh coffees ready to go. I need to go back and grab my camera. I forgot my camera in the hotel. So for a little bit, we're just gonna film on our phone. We're gonna go jump on the trolley here. The trolley is gonna be busier today, so we're gonna try and do it earlier in the morning before we kind of get to the town too full. As you can kind of see, it's a Saturday, so it is gonna be a little bit busier, but it's really a nice day. So I'll bring you guys along. I'll share all the things, tell you what's worth it, what's not, tell you about all the feedings, but I'm gonna enjoy my coffee and wait till we get picked up by the trolley. So we just stopped back at our hotel after the trolley ride. I want to give you guys a little bit of the basic information for what I got. For one, another perk staying at the Hawthorne, also it's very central, as I've said before. If you're a guest here, you can come in and get free water. So I will say the waters aren't super expensive, but it's again another line, another step. And almost liked that we're here, that the girls are like upstairs going to the bathroom, grabbing phone chargers, if you need to change shoes, grab a sweater, jacket, whatever, it's right here. Also, two notes staying here is that there's a lot of people that want to come to this location and see the hotel, the history. It's very historic. I'm not going to go into details on the history that I've learned because of the fact that I feel that's been a really cool experience for myself being here and learning all the history. So I kind of want the same for you guys. So what's cool, like I said, is you can come here, it's central, go grab a water. It's free for us, hotel guests. But what makes it so easy is that when you need a break from all the people, there's a ton of people surrounded by me right now, but you still get a break from walking through the crowd. So that's kind of nice. The trolley tour was, I believe, if I misspeak at all, I always have that information on the screen here, but it was about $25. We got in line at 11 o'clock. We waited for about an hour. They did not anticipate for today to be as busy. They kept saying, it's not supposed to be this busy today. And today's kind of the kickoff, though, for the haunted happenings, the festival, the things going on. And now everything is kind of open for the season. So even though October 1 is typically like the starting point, today is like the first official, the season has started. We're pre-gaming, if that makes sense. Pre-season, but it's all still happening. So that's kind of cool. The trolley was amazing in the sense that we learned a little bit of duplicate history, but everybody puts their own little twist on it, which I thought was kind of cool. But then also too, we went all over town. We went to the next town, and I don't know if you guys saw and really noticed how much water we got to see and how much time we got to spend there. That is not a normal thing. So kind of keep that in note. I'm not going to give too many details because he says it very rarely gets to happen, but if your trolley's ahead of schedule, you get some really cool perks. So, but he says, they even say, do not put this on TripAdvisor, don't leave this in the reviews, don't put this information out there because it rarely gets to happen, but it can happen. So kind of keep that in note. It was beautiful, the weather is beautiful, and getting to have some extra time to go and see the lighthouse, to go to, it's right by like the Waikiki Beach is what they call it. It was very cool. Very, very cool. Like I said, the history, and two, it brought us all over. It brought us to all the great locations and things I would have never, walking around, we would have never been able to see. So kind of keep that in mind. They also gave us restaurant recommendations. They told us some history about different tours and stuff like that at different houses and different locations. So that was really cool. That was worth every bit of the $25. And two, if you're not a walker, if you have, mobility issues of any kind, a tour like that is kind of amazing because we went way farther in that 1 hour just because we got to sit back and relax on the trolley, and everything was being brought to us. The other thing too to note is that the trolley is enclosed, so it's basically two per side, 2 seats per side, and then each trolley holds about 30 people. And we looked at all the different names because they said don't walk off, you kind of have to just sit and wait in line after you got your ticket, and the line was pretty busy and pretty long. However, sometimes 3 trolleys could show up at once. It might be just one at a time, so you kind of know, but kind of know that going into it, grab a coffee, grab a snack, make sure you might need to utilize that time before you get in line to go to the bathroom. If you're getting close, have snacks with you, because you can wait for a little while there. And I was getting a little antsy, like, is it really going to be that good? Worth every bit. So getting to hear that is kind of awesome. I think we're going to go to the haunted happenings next and kind of walk around, look at the shops. People are also selling like antique goods and stuff like that I saw outside of their houses. So you guys know me, I'm a thrifty girly. I love that. So I'm excited to go check that out. So I think we're going to go there. I'll show you guys some of the things. Some of the stores, a lot of the stores, and I'm guessing for some of the stands, I'm not going to be able to show you too much. They've requested, and they have signs. No filming, no pictures, and I think that's kind of to save their own ideas, but also to keep the magic, right? People come here and they want to see other things. They don't want to deter people from not coming here or to go to certain places. They want everybody to come and have a good time, but be respectful of what they would like and dislike. So kind of keep that in mind. But yeah, it's great too because the haunted happenings is literally right next door. It's in Salem Commons, and it's a big area. There's quite a bit of tents. There's live music, there's snacks, there's food, stuff like that. So we knew we were going to be over there before we kind of move on to probably lunch or something after. So that's why we want to just take a moment, grab phone chargers, grab a bottle of water, change your clothes, do whatever you might need. It's a perfect time for it. But very, very cool. Like I said, for someone who has never kind of learned the history of the Salem witch trials, I'm going into it nothing, and I am absorbing so much. But it's really cool how everybody has like their own twist their own stories. That was another cool thing about the trolley ride, is that our driver and our historian maybe were able to tell us different things. So they both kind of like, well, my aunt or my brother had this situation happen, and they had a really cool story that you're only going to get with your own driver or your own tour guide. So kind of keep that in note, that even if you want to kind of do it again and you get different people, you're going to have a totally different experience. I want to show you guys over here too. So this is kind of for like guests to come. There's different cider that they have provide for us, and then water, and it's a grab and go situation. I don't think it's just for resort guests. You know, I feel when you have it open like this, and for reference, it's the doors are to come into the building are here and here, and then this is one of the restaurants. But it's nice to have. Is it good? Yeah, the girls say it's very good. Oh, and it's warm. Oh, so refreshing. So good. It's kind of a late lunch, pretty early to dinner. It's about 4 o'clock and we're just wrapping up, but those tacos were absolutely amazing. I will say the French dip, or whatever that one was, the specialty taco of the month, it was so good. So we are going to start walking to Max and Danny's house on the water. It's about a 25-minute walk from where we are. We need to grab a snack. You guys know my golden rule. We need to grab a snack before I go and do a little jaunt. So I want to go back to the ice cream place, which is right by Town Hall. They had this homemade sorbet. You guys saw it in yesterday's video, but it was amazing and just super refreshing. Oh my God, I loved it. It was the best ice cream sorbet I've ever had. So we're gonna grab that. A single scoop is gonna be perfect. But we want to kind of get there because it's getting to be closer to the end of the night. We want to make sure it's nice and bright for both ways back. And like I said, it's about a 25-minute walk from where we are at the restaurant now. So bring you guys with. Let me know what the flavors and you saw, what you would order, because even too, there's an apple crisp that looks really good as well. best little thing that I've had in Salem. It's all the food and everything has been good. This entire trip, everything has been perfect. I would not change a thing. But again, if I'm gonna have a 25-minute walk, I need a really good snack, and this hits. So this is the small. I think it's like $6.50 or something for the small, and you get a lot in here, very shareable. They also have a pixie, and that's a perfect size too for like a single scoop situation, and maybe even a little bit more than a single scoop. So if you want to try, they have samples and toppings, but the sorbet is my favorite.